In today's video, we're going to be trading for an army of kids. I traded away my Titanic baby and even got 11 raccoons. At the end, I had a crazy offer for all my Kitsunes. Alright, so hopping on my first trade, I put in 2 rainbow hash dilophosaurs, which were quite small. He put in 2 spinosaurs and a nightmare semi-huge dilophosaurus and 1 mimic. I didn't really like the trade, so he added a rainbow Mizuchi after. My plan was to try to get 3 to 4 Kitsune with the Dilophosaurus I just got, so I can break even on the trade. In my opinion, this is just a collector pet, so I kinda regret this trade. Someone wanted to offer for my Nightmare 82 kg turtle, so we got into a game. I didn't really like his offer as the 2 other pets doesn't really get 1 Kitsune. I eventually did find someone who was interested in the Nightmare turtle, and he had a really good offer. After taking a look, I told him to send me a tray. We got into a tray and he put in his offer of 2 raccoons, 2 butterflies, 2 spinosaurs, fennec fox, and of course a kitsune. This sea turtle can get 2 kitsunes and 1 raccoon, so I would say his offer is pretty fair. For some strange reason, the tray failed, so I had to redo the tray on my old account. I then traded my small kitsune for 2 raccoons and 1 headless horseman, which is an alright trade. Looking back, I definitely wouldn't do this trade and would have kept my kitsune to upgrade. After this trade, I now have 11 raccoons, but 4 of them were duped, so I actually only have 7. I plan to use this raccoon to upgrade to better pets like kitsune or downgrade them for a profit. I meant what I said earlier because in the next trade, I managed to find someone overpaying for a raccoon. You can find a raccoon for 2 Disco B and ads, but I got pretty lucky here and found 3 Disco B commands. After both of us confirmed the trade, we encountered a weird bug that says the trade was failed. I decided to just go on my main account and traded a different raccoon, so it all worked out at the end. I then got a message on Discord that someone wanted to trade for my huge rainbow peacock, so we got into a game. So we got into a trade and he started putting in a bunch of huges and Titanic pets. I went to check the KGs just to make sure they were good, and I thought it was a pretty good trade. After he finished putting in his pets, we both pressed accept. But after some time, I started to doubt if the trade was even good, and decided to cancel the trade as I feel like the pets he gave me were hard to profit. If you guys have any of these huges, comment down below what offers you get for them, and if you're not subscribed, I highly recommend it. I then did a pretty small trade here that I thought was pretty good. The only good pet that was offered was a horseman, I guess about a mimic and a half, but he added other divines, so I did the trade. Remember the rainbow peacock that I declined earlier? Well, I eventually got another person that was interested in it, and we got into a game. I asked him if it was fine if I can see the kitsune, just to ensure that they have good weights and mutations. Alright, let's see what kitsunes he has. Oh, he has a nightmare one. Okay, that's pretty good. Ooh, is that a mega one? I think that is a mega one. That's pretty big. And a rainbow one, nice. That's pretty good. There should be another one somewhere. Let me check the sizes. So, yeah, the 4 kitsunes are pretty good. I'm gonna ask him to send me a trade. Alright, there you go. Let's see if he sends me a trade. And yes, he is. Alright, I might press accept. Place down my rainbow peacock. Let's see his kitsunes in the tray. That's 1. That's 2. 3. That one's pretty big. And 4. They're not maxed out, unfortunately, but I'm fine with that. I then got into a trade where it made me skeptical if he was duping. He put in a Disco B and also a swan, which is very weird. He said he was only doing this as a dare because his friend told him to, but I'm not gonna complain about free swan. So I tried asking him what it was for, but then he kicked me out. The person that traded for my huge peacock flipped it for a huge profit, and he asked me if I had another one, but I didn't, so I told him that he could trade his kitsune for my rainbow queen bee. If you guys didn't know, this queen bee is very useful, as it has a 1 minute cooldown and it can refresh any pets it wants. Or maybe not the ferrets and the other stuff like that. This pet is worth a lot, so he's gonna give me 6 kitsune for it. All of them have really great mutations, so I'm down to do it. I only give a huge Dilophosaurus and a kitsune for my queen bee, so I'm making a huge profit here. So we got into a trade and I didn't realize my inventory was full, so he declined immediately. He quickly told me that my inventory is maxed, so I got my alt account online to give pets to it. After transferring, I went back to trade him just to see that he left the game. He said that he changed his mind about the trade and he found a better offer, but I eventually negotiated him to do the trade again. This time, I put in my queen bee and had enough inventory space, and he put in his 6 kitsunes. Do you guys think this was a win or a lose? I think it was a fair trade because if I find the right person, I could have got 7 kitsunes. But since these were maxed out with the right mutations, I would say it's worth losing the extra kitsune. With this trade now completed, I now have 10 kitsune from the queen bee and the rainbow peacock that I traded earlier. My garden looks absolutely amazing, but I plan to use these kitsune to trade them for mechanics and other trades. I couldn't find any trades for a while, so I decided to server hop. I usually go around until I find something I like this rainbow kitsune here. I went to the player who has it, and she didn't reply and just put on a wolf mask. I went server hopping for 1 hour and found some titanic rainbow peacocks, but every time I tried to offer for one, the other person just AFKs, so there was no luck with server hopping. That's why I recommend using Trade Kitsune. You guys probably heard me talk about this website all the time. Using this website is a lot more effective than server hopping as you are able to connect with other traders. If you ever encounter a scammer, there is now a report system on the website and on Discord. Once they are reported, it is sent out for human review that is resolved within 1 day. On the Discord, they already have banned 36 accounts. They are still improving the website and updating the values of pets every week. Just recently, they added a pet weight calculator that is super useful to check if a pet is huge or not. After using Trade Kitsune, I finally found a trade for a kitsune that was pretty fair. He wanted 2 raccoon and a butterfly, but asked me if I had a rainbow corrupted kitsune instead, and I added that. After both of us confirmed the trade, it said that the trade was failed, which made me change one of my raccoon to a golden one. I'm not sure if this is because one of my raccoon was duped. Then after that trade, I went in my inventory to show him my semi-huge Nightmare Dilophosaurus. And then I said if I can add some of my kitsunes on top of that, but he said that he wanted me to add 7, so I went to a different server. The Dilophosaurus has a cap at 1 minute, and it isn't better than a bigger side hatch one, so I don't intend to overpay for one. Then one of my rich friends joined me and started showing his pets, which I was completely shocked because his sea turtle was 111 kg, which might have been the heaviest in the game. He also had this really big T-Rex that was Nightmare. He is also so rich that he has 2 ghostly headless horsemen because 1 is just not enough, you know? But in the same game, I got pretty lucky because this person was trading a huge headless horseman, which I offered 2 kitsune for. I plan to use the headless horseman to flip for 3 kitsune, so this is a pretty good trade for me. Then one of my friends who has been collecting peacocks for a while joined me and asked me if I can offer for 3 of them. I put in my 8 good mutation Kitsunes as a joke, but then I realized that I could actually afford 3 rainbow huges, which was very surprising to me. Although it would be very cool to have 3 huge peacock, I don't think it would be a good trade as 1 peacock only gets 2 Kitsunes. So in the end, I declined the trade, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did, and if you enjoy watching this, I highly recommend watching my next video and my previous video.